Hey everyone, it's Jaclyn and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to share with you guys some of my go-to snack recipes. I'm a notorious snacker and I'm just snacking all the time, so I feel like I've got it down pat what my favorite go-to meals are. And these are pretty, they're relatively healthy. There's chocolate on one, but that one's more of a dessert snack. For the most part, they're pretty healthy, quick and easy to do, so let's hop into it. We're gonna start by making the healthy caramel sauce. So you're gonna need an apple, 15 medjool dates, a tablespoon of coconut oil, a dash of vanilla, a tablespoon of maple syrup, and some sea salt. So start by taking out the pit of all the dates, or is it a seed? Whatever it is, you don't want to eat it, so take that out and then cover the dates with hot boiling water. You just want to let them soak and soften up, and plus the hot water will make the dates really hot, so that way the caramel sauce is like a warm and gooey caramel. Then you're going to want to add all the ingredients into a blender. I prefer to use a Vitamix or like a high-speed blender, but a food processor will work as well. Then add all of the drained dates into the blender, and you are good to go. I like to use a little stick attachment of my blender because it really helps mix it all together, because like I said, it is very sticky. But once you're all good, put it into a little bowl and serve with an apple. This is honestly one of my favorite recipes. It tastes just like caramel, and it's a lot healthier than store-bought caramel, so would highly recommend. Next up, we're gonna make my favorite hummus ever. You're gonna need a can of chickpeas, 2 cloves of garlic, some sea salt, a tablespoon of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of flaxseed, a tablespoon of tahini, and the juice of 1 lemon. So you're gonna wanna add all of those ingredients into a blender and just mix it up. This is a really good recipe because it's a really simple base for hummus, so you can really go crazy and add other ingredients like roasted red pepper, pine nuts, roasted garlic, whatever you want. The options are pretty much endless with this. The flaxseed does make this recipe really thick, so you might find that you need to add a little bit of water into the hummus just to get it to the perfect consistency. So play around and see what you like. So then you are pretty much good to go. This bowl of hummus does not last more than a day in my house because I eat it that quickly. I love to eat it with veggies. These are some of my favorites. It's also really good with Mary's crackers. If you guys have ever tried those, would highly recommend. But yes, if you like hummus, definitely try this out. It's super healthy, really high in protein, and just delicious. And finally, we're gonna make a little bit more of a dessert snack. So you're gonna need some chocolate chips, some peanut butter, and some bananas. Now this is more for if you're in the mood for like a chocolate bar or something a little more unhealthy, but you wanna find a healthier alternative. This is my go-to. So start by taking the banana and just chopping it into little coin-sized pieces. I'm pretty sure I ended up using about 3 bananas for the amount that I put down here. But you're gonna wanna take little banana coins and line them up onto a baking tray. And I'm gonna take some smooth peanut butter. I actually prefer to use smooth like craft peanut butter versus like a natural peanut butter for this recipe, just because natural peanut butter can kind of be a bit more liquidy sometimes, so this is a bit easier to do, but I mean you can definitely swap it out for natural peanut butter if you prefer. And then take the other halves of the bananas and make a little sandwich and squish them on top. So once you're all done, just take your tray and pop it into the freezer. I'd say for at least an hour, but you just want them to kind of firm up and be a bit easier to dip into the chocolate. But once they're ready, take your semi-sweet chocolate chips and just melt them in the microwave and get it nice and melted and gooey and ready for dipping. So once the bites are frozen enough, you're basically just gonna wanna start taking them and dunking them into the chocolate. Now I didn't really listen to my own advice here because my bites were definitely not frozen enough and they were kind of sliding around and falling apart. But that's okay because I got to try a few different techniques of dunking them into the chocolate. And I actually really liked using the toothpicks and kind of just twirling them in. It was the least messiest way to do it. It was the least messy way to do it. So try it out. You can even pour the chocolate on top, whatever works. The chocolate will start to set up pretty quickly, but you will want to pop these into the freezer just to make sure everything is nice and solid. So pop them in there for about 15 minutes and you should be good to go. The great thing about this snack is that even though it does take a little bit more time to actually prepare than the other snacks, once they're made, you can just store them in your fridge or store them in the freezer and pop them out whenever you're feeling a little hungry. Or you can just eat the whole tray at once like I'm doing here because there's no judgment. You do you. Okay, so that's it. Those are all of my go-to recipes, and I'm just about ready to crack on into these because if I do say so myself, these are always absolutely amazing. So let's give it a bite. Guys, You guys know that peanut butter is an absolute must in my life, so this is definitely a staple snack for me. But honestly, all of these snacks are so yummy. Let me know if you try them out. Send me pictures of your creations, tag me on them on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys do want to see more food-based videos and little recipes and snack ideas because I love making them. Thanks guys so much for watching. I've got chocolate on my hand, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye! Just the idea of having less stuff and being satisfied and okay with that. I think for a while, I mean, when I was younger, I always thought that having more things, more material items, meant that I was going to be happier or more successful, or that made me more wealthy.